Hello, hello! How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I'm Christelle. I'm an indie dyer. I live in France, and this is a podcast about knitting and yarn dyeing, so welcome. The podcast is uploaded to YouTube every Monday at 5 p.m. Paris time. There's a newsletter sent out at the same time that tells you exactly what's new in the shop on the same day, because I'm updating the shop every Monday at 5 p.m. ish. The podcast and the newsletter are very timely, always at 5 p.m. because it's programmed. But the update, let's say it's finished at 5 p.m. Usually it's a bit before. So I hope you're doing well. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to, I really feel like I'm sitting back, relaxing a bit with you guys, because the past week has been very challenging. It's been the most challenging week of this very challenging time of year, okay? But it's proven to, everything went well. Not perfectly, but everything went well. I think I'm on track on all projects. And just to give you a little panorama of all the things that I've been working on, the design, the sample's been shipped. I'm working on, all the usual back and forth with my contacts. So the pattern is written and has been sent, and we're working on it. So this is one thing done, which is quite big, because usually designing it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. So this is done. One thing I do for my French audience also is to translate patterns. So I've been translating Sarah Shira's latest Mystery Cow at the beginning of the month. It was the last of the clues. I've been translating Stephen West's Mystery Cow. So and for those of you wondering, I'm very adamant about receiving a proof of purchase beforehand, before sending out anything, just saying. So that's been dealt with as well. So I'm very proud of that. And then really on the dyeing business, I've finished dyeing the advent calendars. That's 3,000 minis, guys. So I'm done dyeing. I'm very close to be done winding up the mini skeins, which is, I think, the most daunting part of the whole process. It's winding up the mini skeins. 3,000, can you imagine? It's just mind-blowing. I've been working on this calendar for like 6 months now, so it's really gratifying when you are working long-term on a project that is very demanding, that is, you have to keep in track, you have to keep on track, you have to work very regularly in order to be able to deliver at the agreed upon time. And so I am not as comfortable with the time at which I'm finishing. I've liked to, ideally, I would have preferred to have it finished by mid-October, but I'm not late. And I just have some, full skeins to dye for the advent calendar, and then I'm done. And then it's another part which is very time consuming, but it's putting the minis in the envelopes and putting together the calendars. But for that, I'm going to have help. I have very kind friends and family who like to give me a hand at this time of year. And it's really nice too, because, we are all in my living room with Christmas music on. And it's like Santa's workshop in there a month early, and it's very funny. And last year we enjoyed it very much, although it was hard work. At some point last year we were like 10 in my living room. There was the part of the living room where one was mounting the boxes, another part when that was my mother putting the stick paper in the advent calendar in the box, and then I had the 24 boxes of minis all wrapped up, and I was putting them in each, and then my friend Letitia was doing the shipping information, my friend Christine was just putting a sticker on the box and closing it, my father was putting it in the in the envelopes and putting the stickers, and then my husband was regularly touring the living room to get the finished finished boxes and take them to the shipping office. It was very funny. We had a blast of a day, and we ended the day with an awesome raclette. I don't know if you know that it's a French dish from the mountain. It's like how do you say, charcuterie, like in French it's charcuterie, but it's like cold cuts, but yeah, like ham and sausage, smoked sausage, like smoked cold cuts actually, with potatoes, baked potatoes, and you have this little appliance in which you have to melt cheese. Raclette, this is the name of the cheese. So you melt the cheese and then you put it on the, you put the melted cheese on the cold cuts and on the potato. I mean, guys, it's just, we love that dish so much. It's very popular here, so around here. So we did that raclette with champagne. It was so cool. It was such a cool day. So I'm actually looking forward to that, because you know, it's days that I'm really busy, like everybody is like going all around and doing a lot of things, but it's so much fun, so much fun. So kind of looking forward to that again. It's going to be fun. So that was quite a digression. What I wanted to share with you today, guys, is first the shop update, surprise shop update, and I told you last week that there would be 2 shop updates, 2 surprises. Sorry about that. 1 shop update, 2 surprises, and then I wanted to share with you my projects, my very humble progress on my projects, because I was so focused on finishing the advent calendars and dyeing all the almanac. I mean, Season of the Witch, which was this month, Sock Knitter's Almanac colorway, was a blast. I mean, you loved it, guys. 2 pieces. I couldn't dye enough. I finally managed to get ahead of all your orders and have a little stock to take with me to Barcelona, and have another little stock to take with me to the other fiber festival I'm going to do just afterwards. It's the Ch'ti Bazaar. But Mabon, which was September colorway, and this one, Season of the Witch, I mean, wow, thank you so much, okay? And I know some of you guys ordered them as well from overseas, so again, thank you so much. It means the world. I'm so happy that you like the colorways. Okay, so surprise shop update. I hinted that if you know what I'm talking about, you know, because each time I have a surprise shop update, usually it's the same kind of surprise. I'm very happy to be part of the official dyers team of Sarah Shira, who is the very talented designer behind the Gnomes mystery car. And this time around, she has another mystery car. It's a mystery gnome, and it's the December mystery knit along. So you get to knit a beautiful gnome, and you have it's a bit different from a previous mystery car, but it's the same as the previous December mystery car. You have 26 emails that you will receive between the 1st of December and a bit after Christmas, I think. You have stories, you have your clues to knit your gnome, you have recipes, seasonal recipes, and it's I'd say it's a perfect way to, you know, enjoy the holiday seasons without embarking on a too much demanding project, because it's a small project. This year I didn't have time to knit any of the in-between gnomes, in between December mystery car, but the last gnome I knitted was the Christmas one. So I'm definitely going to join in this time around again. It's because I don't have the time to enjoy knitting gnomes all year long, but they remain on my queue, and I definitely would like to, you know, enlarge the gnome family at some point. Because it's one of my favorite things to knit, actually, to knit the gnomes. So this time around, it's Nova, new gnome in the Grimblewoods neighborhood, and she's a bit, you know, a bit anxious that she's not going to be able to make friends. She really wants to make friends. So Newt, remember that little girl from last year? She was the one like pickpocketing the was Star of the North, Light, and going lost in the mountain. Remember her? Okay, her. She decided she would organize a gift exchange to help Nova make new friends. So what could possibly go wrong? And that's your... Okay, that's your cue. Okay, that's the story for this time, for this time around. And in terms of yarn, so I spoke about a double surprise. It's because I have 3 kits of minis for you guys to share and to put. They are already in the shop right now. And the surprise that I have is that this time around I didn't leave any white. Okay, I dyed each and every mini skein, some with colors that could be used, I mean, for the beard and hands and nose, but no white. Okay, and the reason why is because I know some of you have already purchased some kits from me before, so you might already have at hand some leftover white yarn, and also I decided to work on the colors all as a whole, so that if you decide to purchase the 3 kits together, you have a beautiful color palette. Okay, no double colors, everything will be beautiful together. So I'm going to show you all the 15 colors that I dyed for this very festive occasion. So that's the new December Knit Along by Sarah Shira, Mystery Cow for Gnome. So here's the palette. So it's, I mean, you can find each and every theme in there. You can find something very girly with lots of pinks and fuchsias. You can find something really like end of year, like traditional Christmas colors with deep green, burgundy, gold, silver. So it's really up to you what you want your gnome to look like. And you have also your cold blues and greens and autumn colors. So everything is in there, and I split this 15 skeins in 3 different kits for you to choose from. But if you'd like to get the whole palette, you can. Okay, so here are the 3 kits. I'm going to show them to you like this. Okay, so in the listings on Etsy, I will specify which is C1, C2, C3, C4, and C5. Okay, I will not have the space to put it on the labels, but I will be able to put it on Etsy in the description. Also, just for you guys who are buying from another country than France, just know that it will not look like this when you will receive them, because in order to save on shipping and to be able to offer you very low shipping fees for the gnomes, I have to ship them flat. So they will not look like this. I will definitely put the label in the envelope, but I will separate them and lay them flat so that it doesn't cost much in shipping. Because can you believe that between shipping this, for example, to the US or Canada, if I ship it like this, it's going to cost close to 30 euros. So I'm practicing very low prices already. You guys pay only 90 euros, 1990, but to me it's more like 29 euros what I pay. But if I ship it flat, it's not even 10 euros. So that's why, just don't be surprised. You can just pop it up in the label when you receive them. Otherwise, I'm going to just send them flat. And so this is the one with the autumn colors. So you have an exhaustion colorway here, which is like off-white. So that would be perfect for a, like, it's kind of blonde actually. So like a blonde beard. You have green gold, dandelion, chinon, and rookie here. So that's very, very autumn vibes. Here you have something which is more with pinks. So you have another exhaustion colorway, which is like on the grays, very light gray. Another one, light pink. This is a new colorway I decided to call Atomic Pumpkin. This is Diva, and this is Victorian Grapes. And the last one, this gnome is going to have a very dark beard, okay? Because, I mean, we always picture gnomes with the white beard, but they must have been young at some point. They don't, I mean, they don't grow white hair like when they're young. I mean, at some point they must have been dark or not white, I mean, okay? So this is your cue to have a white, not white beard. You can have them dark. I mean, you could basically knit any color you wish. And you have the Ivy, Mon Beau Sapin, Embrun, and Mountain View in that kit. So here are your 3 kits. And if you want to add some more, I still have a few of those in the shop as well. Those were from the previous Mystery Cal and Secret Gnome Girl, and it totally goes with it as well. It's beautiful. So, and there's white in there if you want to, if you didn't have some at home. Also, I was able to have my daughter is on vacation. It's the school break actually, so she made me some little stitch markers to go along the kits. So you have this beautiful mushroom and this little guy, and also I have 2 kits of stitch markers. One is really autumn, like harvest inspired. You have the wheat, I don't know how you call that actually. Sweet, but je sais pas. A mushroom, acorn, a cornucopia, and a pumpkin. So that's your fall inspired markers. And I mean, better late than never. Halloween with the witch hat, the haunted house. The cutest little ghost holding a pumpkin, the cutest little cat on a pumpkin, the pumpkin slash bat, and the pumpkin injected high globe. Pumpkin because it's orange. Okay. Those are quite late. But you can always take them for next year, okay? And you will be on time for next year. I'm sorry, I waited for my daughter to be, you know, I really don't have the time anymore to do stitch markers at all, but she does when she's on school break, and she loves to do that, and I give her a bit of money for it, so she loves to do that. And yeah, she was able to prepare some this week actually. So that's it for the kits. I hope you love them. I hope you will, I mean, if you buy a kit and if you don't use it all up for the Mystery Cal, you can always, you know, knit something very cool with it, because you don't have any undyed yarn. You can knit whatever you wish for, like a sock, like a color accents in a bigger project. You can definitely do a lot of things with those, and it's the reason why this time around I didn't want to, you know, put just to put together 3 kits with white in them. It's for you guys to have more options when it comes to knitting them, especially for bigger kits like this with 5 different skeins. And that's it about the surprise shop update. So if you follow along my future adventures, you will know from now on that when I talk about surprise shop update, unless there is another surprise at some point in the future, but usually surprise shop update are Gnomes shop update, okay? And then I wanted to share with you my progress on knitting. So not much knitting done again because intensely focused on seeing this challenging week through. So that's cool. And I knitted basically on socks, which is the perfect project in my opinion when you are very busy elsewhere. You can totally, work. It's very quick to work around on a sock. It doesn't mean you have to sit down and think about where you are in the pattern and having a row of 300 stitches in front of you. You can just, pop a little knitting here and there, and that's perfect. So I made progress on my second side of ma bon. So that's the Cozy Autumn Socks by This Handmade Life. This is the first one unblocked. And the colorway is Ma Bon. That was the September colorway of the Sock Knitters Almanac on BFL. Then I knitted some more on the October sock, which is the Pembroke Socks by Marion M. Knits. And I've started the gusset increases for the, I think it's a Fliegel heel. So I've just started with the gusset increases, and I really like how it's knitting up. It's really like stripy, like this is so cool. So here's the colorway. This is Season of the Witch on Stelina. And the last sock on which I made progress is the I'm Batty for Halloween, I think. I'm Batty for Halloween. So it's from Charlotte Stone latest book, which is Charming Colorwork Socks, I believe. This is her pattern, a Halloween themed pattern. So I just wanted to show you up close the little bats, because that is the normal one, the normal bats. This one I did good. Then the next one, you see, no head, only ears. I don't know, I messed up the pattern. And then incredibly I managed to mess up the pattern, but in another way. This one had a big head and little cute little ears. And so I was like, I mean, I cannot follow the pattern correctly. That's incredible. I managed to mess it up 2 different ways. So I have 3 different sets of bats on my sock, and I took it as a sign. I mean, I'm going to leave it at this. So I decreased to revert to plain stockinette. I decided not to do a short row heel, but a reinforced classic heel flap. And then I'm going to stripe it a bit between the orange and the black, and I'm going to knit maybe stripy up to half the feet, half the foot, and then orange till the toe, and then the toe in dark, in charcoal. But yeah, how is it even possible? I will have to be extra careful to have the exact same errors on the second side. And another reason I wanted to just stop the color work here is because it's really not my jam yet. It's really, I'm very slow at it, and it's very fiddly for me. I'm really not, I mean, it's getting better. I can tell it's getting better, but it's still not very comfortable. And I know that I wouldn't have been able at this stage to knit a whole sock like this. I didn't have it in me. Not at all. So instead of frogging it later, because I know if I left it there and didn't knit on it at all, it would have ended in the frog pond, definitely. So I decided to just finish the stranded colorwork part, knit a very simple stockinette with stripes, which I know is super quick to knit, and then as soon as I'm finished with the heel, this sock is not going to be frogged, because in my own set of rules, once you are past the heel in a sock, it's like you hit PNR, like point of no return of your knitting, and it's not going to be frogged. It's going to be finished. You don't know when, but it's going to be finished. So I definitely wanted to take this sock to the PNR, to the knitting PNR, and make sure I will have a pair at some point. Maybe I will have the pair only next Halloween, but I mean, if that sock gets past the heel, that means the sock is going to be finished, and if I have one sock, it means the pair past the PNR. I'm going to have a pair. That's the simple act of passing the heel ensures me I will have a pair at one point in my life. So, okay, you get it. It's all psychological, but I mean, so incredibly powerful, because I know some of my projects are going to be frogged at some point because I left them too early in the game. So yeah, I like to take a project to the PNR, and then if I feel like it, just, you know, do something else and take it back once it's, yeah, I just have to finish it basically. I need to refuel my motivation or something, I don't know. Anyway, that was it for the knitting. Just a quick word on the festivals coming up. So we won't see each other until 21st of November. That's the date of the next podcast, because I will fly to Barcelona this coming Friday, so that's November the 4th. The festival itself is at the World Trade Center, Barcelona. So that's the Barcelona Knits Festival, and it's on the 5th Saturday and the 6th Sunday, and then I'm flying back to Paris on the Monday night, so the 7th. And I'm very, very, very excited, very excited. I hope I will see a lot of you guys. My yarn is shipping today. It's all in the box. And finger crossed everything goes well. It's always a bit of a pressure, you know, when you have to ship your yarn. But anyway, so I feel like I've done the work, and now I'm going to, you know, very slowly ease into the very rewarding part of my job, which is I've been working like a horse in the studio for the past month, preparing all those things at the same time: the Fiber Festival, the shop updates, the advent calendars, the designs and everything. And I've done a lot of work, and now I'm going to enjoy the reward of this work when I'm going to Barcelona and I'm going to meet you guys and take part in a fantastic Fiber Festival. I really can't wait. And once I'm back on the 7th, I will have like 3 days at home in which I'm going to work very hard on putting together the advent calendars. And then on the 12th, no, on the Friday, the Friday just after, that's the 11th. Yeah, on Friday the 11th, I'm driving to Villeneuve d'Ascq, which is, I think, like 2.5 hours drive from where I live, for the Ch'ti Bazaar, which is a new French festival, the first edition of a new French festival, Fiber Festival. I really can't wait to be there as well. It's always very good, for me to do a festival abroad, just followed by a French festival, because the French one really feels like I'm at home. Or it's difficult to describe the feeling, because before I was doing only French festivals and it was always very stressful. You know, you have a lot of kind of an anxiety before something that is very important for you, where you are going to meet a lot of people that you don't know. So, but I mean, that is increased tenfold when you go abroad. and not in your home country. So now when I'm doing festivals in France, I really feel like I'm playing at home, and I mean, it's pure joy, pure happiness, and it's really like the cherry on the cake of my job, being able to go to festivals and meet you guys. So I really can't wait to do that. So because I had a limited amount of yarn that I could take with me to Barcelona, because I have to ship it in advance, I cannot just put it in the car and drive, it's a bit too far. I had to make some choices. So in Barcelona, we'll have a lot of beautiful yarn, beautiful vibrant colors that I dyed especially for the event. I will have a lot of kits for you know, when you want to mix mohair and decay, or mohair and fingering. I will have a lot of colorways from the Sock Knitter's Almanac. I will have a lot of kits for Réconfort, for example, but I have decided to take the kits. I wasn't able to take the kits for Satisfaction with me, so it will be at the Ch'ti Bazar that Satisfaction will make its grand debut. But don't fret, if you were expecting to see some Satisfaction kits in Barcelona, I will have them in the shop right after the Ch'ti Bazar. And don't forget that a lot of countries are actually eligible for free shipping in the shop, so it would have been just like you were in Barcelona with me. So I really can't wait to see you guys. I hope that you will come and say hi if you're in Barcelona, and or at the Ch'ti Bazar. And I will see you guys on the 21st of November for the next podcast. And in the meantime, enjoy, knit away, and I hope you will have a lovely beginning of November. So have a lovely time, guys. See you soon. Bye.